I'll gladly stand up. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Incredible.
Woo!
Wow.
Hey man, not too bad in here. That fan's going now.
Yeah, that feels pretty good now. I was worried for a second.
Feel right on my calves. Yeah. Like a little...
Just a little. Right on the hairs.
Well.
Hey, man. Welcome.
Happy 4th of July weekend.
Yeah. Happy Independence Day to you.
America.
How'd you celebrate your independence?
My independence, I don't know if I celebrate that exactly. But, little... I don't want to badmouth anyone in my family. My brother had a barbecue.
Yeah.
It was a little unconventional in the sense of it was just everybody bring what you feel like. I don't know how I feel about that. But it was cool. I ended up bringing burgers.
You brought burgers?
I brought burgers. I didn't cook them. I didn't
See,
prepare
that's the wild part to me. I feel like the host is responsible for the entree.
Again, this is my point, but...
Like, why are you rolling up with burgers? Those should already be, like, ready. You know what I mean?
I texted him and I said, "Do you want me to bring anything to the barbecue?" I'm thinking, like, some fruit. You know?
Chips.
You want to get the burgers, he says. Which felt like an odd task.
I mean, that sounds like a host who didn't want to host. To me, you know?
But you know what? You appreciate the space. Appreciate the hosting. Just would have done it a little differently.
Yeah. I mean, so you go frozen patties when you do that?
Frozen, yeah.
Frozen.
I mean, if I'm buying them and I'm not hosting.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I went to my grandparents' house for 4th of July. We had good old fashioned sloppy Joe.
What?
Have you had sloppy Joe before?
On the 4th of July? No.
Well, yeah, but you know what it is at least, right?
I know what a sloppy Joe is, yeah.
It's an iconic sandwich.
To you.
I was surprised too when I walked in. He said,
"Who prepared these?"
My grandfather, he didn't want us to bring anything. We kind of just showed up and the spread was there. You know, so we had sloppy Joe hot dogs, some fruits, watermelon, chips,
All right.
you know.
I'll hold my thoughts because I don't know your grandfather.
I mean, when my grandfather's my best friend, I think. One of my best friends. But back in the olden days, he used to be the grill guy. He used to be the grill master. You know, back 10 years ago.
How old is he?
He's probably like 79, 80. He's getting up there.
Your grandfather's almost...
The same age as your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How old's your dad?
My dad, my parents are like 45, 46, something like that. Yeah. So they're pretty young. Yeah. Yeah. Your dad is how old?
Like 73. Pretty sure he's hit like Medicare.
Yeah.
Social Security. So.
Yeah. But my grandfather, he used to grill things all the time. That's where we'd go to swim and everything, and then we all grew up and my parents got a pool, so now no one goes over to my grandparents anymore.
Your grandparents have a swimming pool, though?
And
no one's going over there?
No, because my parents have a pool now. You know what I mean? So it's like...
Do your grandparents still upkeep the pool?
They do. Hoping for their grandkids to show up.
I would be there every weekend.
Well, my cousin who lives close by goes there often. But no one else kind of lives close, you know?
Yeah, that's what's tough. People get old, they move away, and then it's like... What the hell am I going to do with this pool?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
My grandmother had a pool as well. Same type of situation, you know. People get old, they grow up, they start having kids doing their own thing. No one's going to the pool anymore.
At all? Like no get-togethers in the pool?
Oh, my grandmother's dead now, God rest her soul.
Oh.
But, yeah, towards the end, no one was going to the pool, I don't think.
I'm not like a huge pool guy, you know? For a family gathering, I feel like my thing is, it's normally with people you haven't seen in a while, so you just want to, sit down, chop it up. You don't really... Cousins, grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunts. When you're catching up, I don't feel like I should be floating in a pool. I should just be like hanging out, sitting in the grass or something,
I didn't get myself enough water here, but...
Yeah. Do you want some of mine?
Is that possible?
Yeah.
That was a clean pour there.
Dude, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to Teddy's Vinyl Club.
First kind of episode? First
sure.
episode of
First
Teddy's Vinyl Club. Welcome.
And God bless America.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to ask you this all day since I've got here, but tell me a little bit about your shirt.
This is Uncle Bill's Pancake House.
Is it a real place?
Yeah.
Like nearby?
Ocean City, Shore Points.
Nice.
They got them right on here, man. Ocean City, I believe Avalon. Yep.
Stone Harbor.
Stone Harbor.
Man, I used to busk in Stone Harbor.
You used to busk? Busk what?
Busk. I was playing the drums, playing drums with my friend. He was playing guitar and singing, and we just busk on the corner.
You'd carry around a drum set?
No, just like a cajon thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
What's a cajon?
It's like a box.
Oh, with a little...
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's what they're called.
You sit on it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Sit on it, or you bring the bongo that sits in between your legs,
Speaking of which...
Yeah.
New set here at Teddy's Vinyl Club.
Sponsored by Wayfair?
I don't know if I want to sponsor them. There were a couple of screws that didn't quite fit.
Yeah, we should.
And I think it was a manufacturer flaw. So
I'd probably call them and try to get a refund.
Well, they look good, I think.
Yeah, they
sturdy.
Do.
I'm not going anywhere.
I feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point we'll have some larger guests on and really test the weight capacity.
Yeah. Who would be the first large guest you'd have on?
No one comes to mind at the moment.
No one comes to mind?
I like to really keep the... I like to keep a slender group around me.
Right.
But,
I mean, it could get hot in here, if you were...
It's going to get hot.
Yeah.
And that fan's working right now. Oh, actually, it probably won't. I feel like this is...
As long as you film at 11 o'clock at night, you should be just fine.
This is peak heat season.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure.
Gets hot under these lights, too.
I could see that.
So we've got some lights for the studio, if you will. Coffee table moved in. Furniture moved in. And assembled, mind you. Little, what do they call it? It slipped my mind.
Canvas?
Easel. Oh. A little easel in the corner. Mirror moved in here. Plant. Greenery.
Why don't you just give them a whole tour?
I think I did. But, I think it feels nice and homey in here.
Where's this dresser nightstand come from?
Go ahead.
I mean, it has.
No, go ahead.
It has some age to it.
That was my grandmother's. My grandmother's as well. God rest her soul.
Yeah, there's some age to that for sure. But God rest her soul.
You think I got a Wayfair?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So you don't care for it?
No, I'm not saying I don't care for it, but these things.
Oh, it's a little too dated for you.
I mean, it's a dead giveaway that it just didn't come from Wayfair. That's all. I picked up a dresser off the side of the road 2 days ago. Actually, on the 4th.
Fucking hell, Billy.
Driving home, dresser that said free on it. Said, hey, honey, I'm going to drop you off and come around, pick this dresser up.
He did?
Got a nice looking dresser sitting in my garage.
Good condition?
Yeah, it's in decent condition.
You going to paint and resell?
I'll probably use it.
Where?
I don't have a use for it yet, but I feel like I will. You know what I mean? I am working on my attic. That's going to be the studio, so maybe we'll put a little dresser in there,
Now, is the attic livable?
It will be, yeah. I'm insulating it. I'll have window units. Working on the insulation right now, and then I'll start hanging drywall.
You do that all yourself?
Did some electric work. I mean, I am doing it myself with my hands, but I definitely call my dad a lot.
What's your dad do?
My dad's a pastor, but he's pretty handy. Like, No, growing up, the house that I grew up in when we got there was kind of, a mess,
You're doing electrical work yourself?
I'm doing electrical work. Replacing breakers and
That's where I draw the line.
Tying in new lines and stuff. I will say it is kind of scary.
Intimidating.
Yeah. Like, I was reading a blog post about how to change a breaker the other day, and it was basically saying that when you turn the breaker to, like, remove it to replace it with the new one, that professional electricians always turn their head away from the breaker box just in case. But then it goes down and it has
what sparks fly in your face?
Yeah, but it has asterisks that said if for some reason the box did blow, like, that only protects your eyes. Like, it's probably going to blow up kind of thing, Electrical current, it's coming from Mother Earth. It's just going to pulse through your veins. I don't
feel the need to take that upon myself.
Well, it's cheaper than hiring somebody.
What, are you strapped for cash?
I mean, strapped for cash when I can do it myself.
Every dollar counts, in this economy.
I mean, you have a hard time, just having someone else do your work for you when you could just do it yourself with your own bare hands.
Electrical work I won't do.
When have you had to ever do electrical work?
I haven't. I hired someone.
What kind of electrical work would you try to do yourself? New outlet?
Possibly. I'm really trying to avoid electrocution at all costs.
As long as everything's off, you're fine.
Right.
But I will say doing electrical work is one of the manliest things you could probably do in your lifetime. Something about it, just manhandling it.
Just you and the lightning rod.
Yeah. You and some electricity trying to figure out, it feels like physics a little bit, like science class, trying to figure out the circuits and how things go together.
Yeah, I can respect that.
It's kind of idiot proof. This guy's, he's like, let's pull up our list. We have things to talk about.
I'm just trying to keep the light on. I feel like, we look like... Oh, that's me up top. I look like I'm coming in a way lower volume, but we sound the same, I feel like.
We sound the same for sure.
Okay. All right. Did you want to do a brief introduction? Some people don't know who you are. Some people don't know who I am when they see this.
Well, we should probably start with who you are, right?
My name is Jeffrey. I'm an artist, co-founder of Teddy's Vinyl Club.
Who founded Teddy's Vinyl Club?
Actually, it was just me.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend got in on it. You're in on it. It's really just a 3-person operation here. But yeah, I came with the idea. So I'll say that. I make music, I podcast. I don't know, what else do people want to know about me? I enjoy vinyls. I enjoy hip-hop and jazz music. I enjoy football, basketball. I think that'll do for now.
Yeah, we'll get into the rest of it, the details.
Learn as you go, I think.
Yeah. You're an artist of what?
Of music, as opposed to a painter, I said.
Yeah.
Make beats, play a little piano, play a little guitar. I sing, I rap. Pop, hip-hop, whatever you want to call it.
If I would introduce you, Jeff.
Here we go.
You are probably one of my favorite lyricists there is.
Wow.
You just have a really great way of words.
What lyrics do you like by me? Let's see if you're full of shit.
The one that I'm going to get tattooed, The life I want to live will be the life I'm going to tell.
And I'm hype as all hell, but the life I'm going to live will be the life I'm going to tell. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I meant that when I said it, too.
Yeah. But no, you're seriously one of the best rapper writers that I know. And I'm just saying,
people are going to think I brought you on here just to say that.
Well, you did. But
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
But I will also say some of my favorite music of yours you've never released before, so there's that, too.
Well, I used to always hear about people doing that myself and think, what's your problem? It's a whole thing with mixes and masters and clearing stuff, and it's just,
You're trying to make excuses for why your best music isn't out yet.
I want to give my best of my best,
Right.
If I got a song and, it comes out and the kicks aren't thumping how I think they should thump,
Then thump the thumps.
I'm working on it.
You've been working on...
It's about flip-flops.
I mean, flip-flops is on the list. I think it's probably in my phone as a 2021 record. Was that COVID times?
Yeah.
2020?
Yeah,
No way.
I was writing that in the house.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's coming.
Flip-flops, warm blankets, 2% milk.
Wrap me up in warm blankets.
Yeah.
That's a good one. We got a video for that one.
I mean, we better put that out before you start aging and shit.
All right, let's get to your intro.
I'm a pain. I don't know what my intro is gonna be. I mean, my name's Cameron. Cammy B. It's a guarantee.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't come up with that, but no. I mean, I'm a. How would you describe me?
You are a father. You are a husband.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
are
I got it now.
Marketer.
I got it now. So I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a man, and I'm also a marketing guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the cliche photography videos, but my day job is creative directing, I suppose.
For who? Can we do a little cross promo or no?
I mean, we can cross promo, but they haven't sponsored this video yet.
Not yet. Oh, imagine that. Nice box of cookies right here.
Yeah, right?
If we get enough views,
Maybe.
Dougie,
If we get enough views, Dougie.
come on, baby.
I guess, no, but yes, creative director for Taylor Chip Cookies. It's a world's best dessert company in the world.
And how old are you?
I'm 28. I turned 28 on Monday, actually.
That's something.
Yeah, July 8th.
Hey now.
Yeah, there we go.
And this is always something I find interesting about you. You've accomplished so much at 28. Do you feel that about yourself?
No, not at all. I feel like I'm behind every day of my life.
If someone said, like, wife, kid, homeowner, head of marketing for your company,
Yeah.
you'd be like, whoa, that guy's, sounds like he's upper level. Sounds like he's probably mid-30s, something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's something.
I mean, it's something,
Right.
for sure. Definitely have to take the opportunities to be happy with myself, but I definitely think there's always something to learn.
Of course.
And I always feel like I'm behind the 8 ball, you know what I mean? So
Oh, hold on.
I'm just being honest.
I'm
I'm 28 and I'm still, trying to make it.
Trying to make what?
Trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
What are you trying to figure out?
What am I trying to figure out?
I think this is an important question. Yeah.
Just trying to figure. Okay. Well, I think I read a book recently. We don't have to get super deep. This Teddy's Finals Club. We're supposed to be.
Why not? We're trying to put out a month's worth of content.
I think we're supposed to, I mean, this is going to be one episode, you know what I mean?
We're just talking.
Okay. I read a book recently. It's called E-Myth Revisited. It's a great book recommended to anyone who is like an entrepreneur trying to start a thing, whatever. But basically,
So me.
Yeah. Do you mind if I explain this a little bit?
No, please go ahead.
Okay. So basically, the point of the book, as I understand it, is an entrepreneur has 3 selves within themselves. They have the technician, they have the manager, and then they have the entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And what happens a lot of times is the book follows this journey of a cake decorator. And essentially, like, she's a cake decorator for somebody else. She's really good at making cakes. And so, of course, the next best step for her being a good cake decorator is to open her own thing.
Sure, that's a natural progression.
But then what she realizes is, well, that makes sense if she just wants to be a cake decorator for the rest of her life. But she wants to own her own business, so she wants to have her own employees. She wants to be able to grow.
Uh-huh.
But what she's become frustrated with is she doesn't know how to manage and she doesn't know how to be a true entrepreneur because she's stuck being the technician. So the idea is that once you become the technician, you find other technicians to do the work for you so that you can learn how to manage those people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find the managers, and then you can move into the entrepreneurial role, which is casting vision, and growing your business.
So it's a progression, the 3 roles.
Essentially, yeah. And so I think, back to your question about what is making it, I think it's trying to get out of the work a little bit and focusing on creative vision, ideating. Because, the most fun we have is when we're in creative flow. There's no time constraints. What?
What's that word?
Ideate?
What is that?
It's like coming up with ideas when you're ideation.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
I have a pretty extensive vocabulary. But
I think it's...
Ideate, to formulate ideas.
It's a verb. To ideate.
See me throw formulate in there?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean? It's like some of your most fun times as an entrepreneur or a creator is when you're like just having fun and creating things.
Well, here's the thing that gets me.
What gets you?
I'm not going to turn myself up. I'll fuck up the whole progression. Don't you feel like people are constantly trying to reach the next level, and sometimes there just needs to be a little appreciation for where you are?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel appreciation for where you are?
100% I feel appreciation for where I am. But this doesn't prevent me from like wanting to have more.
No. Oh, I think the issue is when you put more weight on that than the appreciation for where you are. I don't know. It's a balance. Everybody should want to improve and get better, but I don't think it should be the sole focus of your being.
100%. Yeah. But I mean, I definitely don't like go through life like so tight-fisted that I can't like going through life with blinders on so that I'm not growing or being able to like experience other things or enjoy life.
Right.
Though. So I think it's but I'm just like super focused on growing and basically like creating a legacy for my family,
So back to the idea of making it, you'll feel like you've made it somewhat once you are your own business owner?
I am my own business owner.
Once you are completely solely dependent on only yourself financially from a business perspective?
So in my head, I think like what would be making it is being able to build a house that I want. So like building a house that me and my wife design. And then another thing is just being able to like travel for 2 to 3 weeks once a quarter. And for me, it's just like my whole life, I've always just wanted the freedom to be able to go and do things, whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? Just have the opportunity to experience the beautiful creation God gave us, And so all I really want is to have a house that I can call home, and I want to be able to travel whenever I want.
That's fair. That was very thought out, too. I like that. It was specific.
Yes. It's a very... Yeah, and so that's where my eyes are set on. So it's like when I'm talking about like making it or not feeling like I've achieved as much as a 28-year-old or whatever, it's like, well, it's because I don't have.
Well, then you're in a good place.
I'm on my way.
I feel like a lot of people they want more, but they don't even know what they want necessarily. It's just like, oh, this ain't it.
Yeah.
And it's just being discontent for the sake of doing it, I guess. Very true,
yeah. And my financial goal is to make $1 million by the time I turn 30. So I have 2 more years to do that.
Yeah, that was not my goal.
It wasn't a goal of mine either, but I was on a run one day and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good number.
And I mean, why not challenge yourself if you fall short?
Exactly.
You're probably still in a pretty good place.
Yeah, exactly.
I had different goals for myself, but...
Are we going to get into that? This is kind of like gone deep real quick, you know what I mean?
That's all right. We got all night, baby.
We got all night to chit chat. Who's cutting all this up?
Me, I'll do it. I love that shit. Yeah, well, everyone knows my story. Actually, I don't. I only got like a fucking 1,000 followers. I don't know why I always say it. I always assume like everybody knows my story, and it's like, not really. So anyway, I went to college.
Yeah.
And then didn't know what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Pursued science because I was like, oh, whatever. At least this is probably where the money is.
Yeah.
Just, no, I don't want to do it. I felt that my services were more, or my skill set was more, you know, more better suited to be in a business field or some sort of communication.
Yeah.
I like to talk to people. I like to use my sense of humor, blah, blah, blah. So be it. So I got into business, good general background to have. Wasn't liking business classes either. Took a break, pursued music, 6 months, whole thing, South by Southwest, record deal offer. Didn't work out. But I got to experience a lot of cool stuff. And stuff that I think if I didn't experience, I would be here at age 30 saying, man, what would have happened if I blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I figured out was I don't think I want to be a full-time musician. Which a lot of people are pursuing. I like to perform from time to time. I like to make music. I like to blah, 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 everything that goes with it. But I like to do it at my own pace, at my own leisure. I don't want my music controlled by a record label telling me when to release, when to do marketing, what kind of song to make. I don't want to be on the road all the time,
I mean, but you say that, I feel like if you had the opportunity to make music 24/7, I feel like your answer would be different.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, Cameron. It's not just like, there's very few people that are just, hey, go make music, this is your life. Mm-hmm. It's all contracts and obligations and, that's the whole thing,
I mean, you don't need a contract to make music, though.
No, I'm just saying if it were to be my full-time financial, what I was living off of.
Yeah. Well, every single time we talk about your musical journey, you always just, graze over the part where you, got into it. You got a taste of it. So what?
Where?
The South by Southwest, the record deal.
Yeah.
You always just, graze over the spot that everyone wants to hear about.
What do you want to know?
I mean, I don't want to know anything. I'm sure the audience wants to know a thing or two, So what? You went to college for business, you weren't pursuing music, and then all of a sudden you got a record deal somehow?
I was making music out of my dorm room, whatever, apartment.
Yeah.
I showed it to a couple people, and they were like, "Hey, you're actually really good at this. You should do this."
Mm-hmm.
So I started shooting music videos with a friend who was a videographer at Temple where I went to school, and kind of began to do it more consistently that way.
Yeah. So how long between, messing around in your dorm room to a phone call?
So, it was while I was out of school. So I was 22, 23 years old.
Yeah.
And I was just making music all the time while I was living in Philly. So I would go to work, come home, make music all night. Learn how to make beats, learn how to produce myself, all that stuff. And then, I'd say 6 months later, I got hit up on Twitter. Hey, you're dope. We want you to perform at South by Southwest. Actually, the South by Southwest thing kind of fell into my lap. I think I was maybe going to go out there for it, but then I got asked to perform 3 or 4 weeks before the actual performance day. So if I had to guess, I think somebody fell off or, couldn't perform for some reason. So that's why I probably fell into that slot. That's what I think on such short notice. But anyway, I did that, and I was sick during South by Southwest. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, dude. Literally as soon as I went off to Texas, I got a terrible cold, literally to where I could barely speak.
Well, good thing rappers don't actually rap on stage.
So, I brought my friend Tori, and he was just making me tea all week. I wasn't really talking to anybody. I was just drinking tea.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of cool stuff going on, interviews, events. I was just chilling, drinking tea, what's up. Not really,
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a great opportunity to network and that sort of thing, but I was just bro, I got to preserve myself. come performance time, and my name was Jaded at the time, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to people that are running it, and they go, yeah, you're going to be up next. And I go, okay, I'm ready to go. My voice is feeling all right. So they tell me, go tell the DJ, because there's like a little bit of a lag here where no one's on stage. And I go, hey, am I up now? And the guy goes, nah, not yet. And whatever, I go like chill for a couple minutes, and then I see people run things again, and they're like, hey, like, you're up, you gotta perform. And I go to the DJ again, because he's got my set. And I say, are you sure, like, I'm not next? And he's like, nah, dog, we're waiting on somebody named Jada. I was like, you mean Jaded? And he was like, yeah, go up there. And that was it. I went up on stage. Like, very, like, rushed into the moment. Just walked up on stage.
Handed a mic and went to town.
Handed a mic, and then, the DJ, like, yo, this is Jaded. He's on stage. I'm South by Southwest. Make some noise. Ah. And the performance went well, I think.
How many people did you perform in front of?
So, I know the capacity was 800. How filled it was, I don't know. It was a good-sized crowd. There was actually a good lineup. It was me, Sheck West, I believe, performed when they had that song. Like, it just come out.
Mm-hmm.
What's that song called? Mobamba or some shit?
Yeah, I got you now.
070 Shake performed, who was kind of like really coming up. It was like right before she got on Kanye's album and stuff. P. Diddy's son performed. Nardwar was there.
Yeah.
Like, it was a wild time. So that was a cool experience. And then I got offered the record deal, but I didn't accept it because you have to remember, this is like my first record deal, and really like the first time I'd been fully pursuing music. I was like, wow, this shit is easy. I am really good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it took me like a year. I got a record deal. So, I didn't really have any following. I didn't really have any credentials yet. So it was kind of a shitty deal. So I had sent back, revisions. Like, hey, I want to be able to release music whenever I want. I want to be able to, if I perform in Philly, like, and it's under whatever, 500 hours they make, like, I don't want to have to give you half of it. Like, if you're not even involved in it, if I set it all up myself. That sort of thing. Like, little revisions like that. I don't think they liked just me making revisions in general. So it fell to the wayside. And then, yeah, that was really it of it. So there was a year or so of really cool networking and opportunity. But I feel like, there was a ceiling on it. Like, I was only going to go so far in the position I was in with this record label. Was it a mistake? I don't know. Some people might say that, oh, you should just, at least you were in the rooms with people, like you could make connections that way. Sure. I just know that I wasn't happy where I was at that time.
Mm.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, but, all right, so now I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Of course.
So, you got a taste of it super quick, within 6 months, super easy, right, to get into music.
Yeah.
And, like, why didn't you just, like, hunker down and just, lock yourself in your bedroom and get to it?
No, like, making the music wasn't the problem. I had, like, a whole album ready to go.
Yeah.
It was just, they tell you when you can release, oh, here's when you're going to get your marketing money, here's who we want you to work with.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even if you didn't take that record deal. Like,
right.
Like.
Oh, I did. I kept making music.
Yeah, but, like, okay, so for me, like, if that would have happened so early on in my career, pursuing whatever I was pursuing, I probably would have been like, damn, I guess this is what I should be doing. And that I should, and then I would just, like, only do that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's always been, you always, like, wanted it to be kind of, like, on your time.
Yes.
And so it was never, like,
full-time thing. I think that's kind of, as I've been in the music industry longer, or pursuing it, I don't think that's a realistic scenario. I think there's very few people that are doing it solely on their own time. You know, to live the lifestyle you want to live and have the consistency financially, and even just, you know, to stay relevant, like to satisfy a fan base, it has to be consistent. Unless you're, whatever, a J. Cole, a Kendrick, Frank Ocean, somebody like that, who can just drop when they want and they have a large fan base who's going to eat it up. I feel like, you know, you're kind of on somebody else's time.
Yeah, but I think like you have that fan base whether or not you're J. Cole or whether or not you're Jeffrey. It's just smaller or bigger depending on what size you are as an artist. But you still have those people that, like, regardless of when you post, are gonna still tune in and listen.
True. But depending on how big that fan base is, might determine whether or not it's a full-time job for you.
Right.
Got to pay your bills.
Yeah, but you only need 1,000 super fans.
That's tough to get. Super fans? Like people that are going to buy everything you drop.
Buy everything you drop.
Listen to everything you put out.
Tell everyone about you.
That's tough.
To get 1,000 solid people?
I got a couple super
I mean, we
fans.
also have to remember, like, you were pursuing this, like, pre-social media, almost.
Almost. I was also very fucked up in the head, you know?
Yeah. Wait.
Because I was still young enough that, like, I didn't want to, you know how I grew up, very, like, traditional.
Yeah.
So there was part of me that was still like, oh, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, whatever. Upset people in my family. I don't want to go too far off the mend.
Right.
So there was a little bit of that had me conflicted. But I don't know. I'm happy with the choice that I made.
Yeah, for sure. As long as you're happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do we get on that?
I'm trying to transition out of it. I don't know how to get out of here. No, all I'm saying, like, if you wanted to pick it up again today,
yeah, I could.
I would, if I were you.
I don't want to do it.
Why not?
Because I don't think I want that to be my full-time job.
What do you want to be your full-time job?
I don't know. Maybe I could diversify myself into a couple different things.
Like
right now, I'm pursuing data analytics. I'm still doing music. I'm selling the hats, trying to build Teddy's Vinyl Club. I enjoy doing all those things a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm the type of person that wants to put all my eggs in one basket and let's make $1 million off this idea.
Yeah.
Which is great for some people if you're passionate about one thing and you can put all your energy and thought processes into it. I was that way with music for a while, and then I just didn't like the lifestyle that I feel like it was attached to. That's just where I was.
My whole thing is just, I just don't want to make things that I want the most in life to be, like, second place. So, if I want to pursue music or traveling or making my own business or whatever, like, that's going to be my first priority regardless. I'm not going to just, like, continue to pursue a backup.
Right.
Just in case.
I hear that.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be 50 years old and be like, all right, got my backup situated. Now I'm going to pursue X.
Right.
That just seems silly to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's my thing is, like, music was definitely in the front seat for me. Like, I had left college for music. I was pursuing the record deal. I was like, I was fully immersed in it. I just wasn't really happy with what it was.
Yeah.
And I don't think I saw a way that I was going to enjoy it. I just don't know that I'm a full, you know. The other thing about music is it requires, you know, like you said, doing it on your own time. It requires that balance of life and music. If you're just a guy that's locked in the studio all the time, you're probably either going to make depressing music or you're going to make stale music that's talking about the same thing. Like, you got to get out and live life. What's this smirk on your face?
Can I react?
Go ahead.
You
got a thought in your head?
No, can I just react? Can I express a visual emotion or what?
I don't know why I talk about someone developing depression. You get a little smirk on your face.
No, I'm just saying, like, your description is pretty. I mean,
Do you disagree?
Okay, yeah, I kind of disagree.
Here we go.
Because I don't think you necessarily need to be like out and about and doing shit for you to find like inspiration or write music. You're like the universe is on your computer. So like your excuse of just
What?
like you're basically
What,
saying
are you
that
12 years old?
You're
You
saying
scroll
like,
through TikTok and write a song about it?
You're saying like the bedroom pop kid is like
Who?
You're saying the bedroom pop kid can't make
Who's
good
that? A kid that makes pop
music in his bedroom. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
All
not full time, doesn't leave the house.
Right.
Like you're saying that he can't make good music and he's just going to become
No,
stale.
I guess I'm saying for me.
Well, now you're talking about someone else.
Yeah, perhaps I misspoke. I was talking specifically about my situation. I need that balance of,
Yeah.
life, world experience to put into music.
No, that's fine.
To be honest, yeah, I kind of think everyone does.
Yeah. Discipline equals freedom, though. So I'm just going to say that's a good one, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it works in some I don't know if it's a whatever, shoe for every foot, if you will, but
No, I mean, you're a multifaceted person. I'm a multifaceted person, and I would hate for for us to be stuck doing one thing for the rest of our lives. That kind of sounds boring.
right.
But just always say that the things that you love most should always be your priority. But we can move on because we have a list of things to talk about. I feel like we should dip in.
Dude, don't worry. I'm going to cut it all up into nice clips. Oh, I got to figure out how to do that like YouTube thing too, where you can show like, here's this portion where they talk about this.
Oh, right.
So
right.
if people are like over like the meaning of artistry conversation, they can skip ahead.
Right.
I'll figure that out.
Oh, right.
All right, so we'll call that our intros.
I got to replace the battery real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I should get some more water. Can I do that real quick?
Yeah,
Indeed. You got backup batteries?
they're not 100% charged. It's at 23%, but we can keep on rocking until it dies.
I like these chairs.
Yeah, they are nice chairs.
I wanted to hear from you.
That they're nice chairs.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just go ahead and say that covered the intro portion of it.
Yeah, that covered the intro. I feel like I didn't describe myself well enough, but I don't really care.
That's all right. People probably lost interest at this point.
No, I love hearing. I love. Pause. I love hearing about your story because I actually didn't know most of it until I listened to some of your songs that talked about your story.
Yes, made an album about it.
It is
streaming on all DSPs. Sundown, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into these topics.
Well,
I think we got a lot to talk about.
We had our favorite artists on the list. I feel like we just did a lot of artist talk. Maybe not.
What our favorite artist is?
Yeah,
you put that on the list?
Yeah, just give people a sense of what we listen to, what we like.
Okay. Am I going first?
Yeah.
Man. Well, I think my favorite artist lately, probably, if it had to be one, would probably be I don't know. I'm a really big Half Alive fan. I'm a big fan of Still Woozy, and I'm also a big fan of yeah. Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
I don't know how familiar I am with the rest of their discography. That's a good one.
I like good lyrics. You know,
you do.
I good lyrics, good vibes. I want to feel something.
Yeah.
Those are the prerequisites.
Still Woozy, great.
Still Woozy has just been lately
consistent too.
Consistent, yeah. I don't know if I'm in my dad era or what, but it feels like the music is speaking to me. And I don't know where he is at in his life, but it sounds like, I don't know.
You think he's a father?
Maybe. But it feels like he's speaking to me. So anyway, he's been a favorite of mine. How about you? Top two right now.
I mean, Mac Miller always. I just listen to him like almost daily.
Yeah. Don't you think you should pick someone else?
Like for the rest of my life, or just for the sake of this conversation?
No, not just like your favorites. You should always like rinse and repeat. No. You like you're gonna see Mac. You're gonna say Mac Miller for the rest of your life.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
I enjoy his discography.
I know, but like
it's vast. It's got a lot of different sounds to it.
But you've heard it all at this point, so let's. You haven't heard it all?
No, I hear some unreleased stuff sometimes that I've never heard before. But I mean, yeah, my favorite projects, they are what they are at this point. So I find some new favorite projects, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you got another artist that's like, you know?
I listen to a lot of Saba. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him.
I know.
You mind if I look for a second?
Oh yeah. Take your time.
Let's see what I've been listening to.
Here, while you look, I'm gonna play you a song.
Thames.
Yeah,
this song put J. Cole back on the map. After Grippy.
After?
Yeah, because Grippy was like, people were like, you might want to just pack it up. Hold on. Nice, right?
That is pretty cool.
Can I get you a little taste of J. Cole first?
Yep. Give me a little taste.
Oh.
This came out after Grippy? Thank God. Because that song sucked.
Come on. Devotion like the ocean, how it starts out knee high and gets deeper and deeper. So yeah, I like J. Cole, I like Thames.
You know, who's this guy? How would you pronounce that name?
I don't know. I've seen that picture though specifically.
I've sent you this album
Oh,
because I think this guy is so good. Here.
What's the name?
Actually, sorry.
So how long do you think it's going to take before you turn it in?
This one's called Larry Bird.
Yeah, I'll turn off in a second.
Is that the air hostess?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some sleep here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all on
This
board
rap?
this flight to
Yeah.
London Stansted.
He's from UK.
I know. Just the name of the song, Larry Bird. It's a rap song.
I'm Larry Bird before the growth spurt. Know the talents within me. If I go before my mind, just don't let them bury her with me. Plan to leave the shirt till I found it. Sometimes I feel too crowded. Sometimes I feel like a cherub pissing in fountains. Like, fuck you mad about? It's what I was made to do. Nobody stole your ambition. It's just escaping you. Camera flash, I'm laughing, moving away from you. The frame ain't off. I just move at a different rate than you. Jedi vision 25, the sharp's fishing. No ID, gon' fuck up the whole mission. Charlotte sweethearts up in the tree kissing. And she like it when I spell shit down with my tongue tipping. Never felt I been so broke that I can't fix it. Used to go to teabags, yo, in the back kitchen. Came too far, not to use what I got given. Now I'm
No?
upper echelon.
I don't think I like his voice. Like the flow's nice. Well, lyrically, I have to break it down a little more. The beat selection is nice. I don't think I cared for his voice.
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
Is that a big part of a good song's DNA?
Yeah. I'll listen to anything Action Bronson or West Side Gun strictly off their voice. Ah,
Right.
boom, 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 boom.
That's
I don't
fine.
know. That's just me.
No, I think if the voice has a lot to do with it.
I think there's. Who's your favorite voice? Going strictly off voice, like who do you hear and you're like, they got a good tone.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I have the answer. I just have to remember.
You know, what's interesting
Huh.
is Drake seems to make very catchy music, very replayable music.
Hmm.
I don't find his voice particularly catchy or appealing. Do you?
I'm not a Drake fan.
So you're out of the conversation.
Yeah, I think has a really annoying voice, to be honest.
Okay, so maybe even better from an outsider, from someone who's not a fan. Like, what do you think it is that gets him this repeated success?
The people that own him.
Oh, here we go. This is a ghostwriter statement?
Not a ghostwriter statement, no, but there is the man with the plan.
Who?
Them.
Oh, the powers that be over the music industry.
Yeah, I think they've pretty much decided that Drake needs to remain where he is.
For what?
For
To
what?
what end?
To influence culture.
What influence is Drake having on culture?
What do you mean? What influence is Drake having on culture?
I mean, if you had to... Okay, sure. He's a popular artist, so by that alone he's having an influence on culture. But what would be the narrative or, overarching thing that you think Drake's music is promoting that people would try to keep where it is?
I mean, we could get spiritual if you want.
You're the one who keeps telling me you're on time constraint. You can go wherever you want.
I mean, I'm just saying, I just don't necessarily think that Drake's music is speaking highly of any type of way of life that anyone should aspire to be or pursue. And so I would say, without even bringing religion into it, I feel like if you want to influence culture, you do it through entertainment.
So you
And-
think Drake is keeping people where they are, in a sense, lowering our. But I don't think you can.
No, I don't think he's intentionally trying to lower our IQ. But I'm just saying that,
Not
like,
IQ. I thought you were talking like moral standard.
I'm saying in general, I think culture is shifted by the things that we're entertained by, and so if they are able to entertain us through through specific types of music, shows, etc., then they're able to create the culture that they want us to live in. Which is, it's a little, it's out there. I understand that.
Yeah,
But I just don't know. Why? I don't think an artist should be as big as he is. I don't think there isn't any need for it. And I think it's like kind of like brainwashing because he's not actually good.
he's good.
How is he good? How is he any better than you? To be honest, like, I just don't think that he's putting out anything that any other small artist isn't.
He's a good storyteller. He creates good melodies, good flows.
That's what I hear when Drake sings.
Well, then you're not listening.
I also don't think that he's creating those melodies.
He has good humor. There's interesting, intriguing things.
I just think he's,
I took you to the club and you hugged on somebody that I know. And I know that type of hug. Same shit I did to women when I know I used to. That's funny. Drake analyzing a girl's hug with someone at the club? Or how about when he says, wine by the glass, your man a cheapskate, huh? That's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah. That's what people like. A little humor, a little entertainment.
I don't think anyone's listening to Drake and being like, haha.
I laugh out loud.
No.
Yeah.
No one's listening to Drake and laughing.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
No. Not a chance.
I'm telling you. I
don't think I don't think his lyrics are that, like, noticeable or identifiable that would make you laugh. I feel like someone like Eminem or freaking like Logic has funnier written lines, or Lil Dicky, for crying out loud.
Oh, come on.
No, you're talking about Drake being funny? He's not funny.
No, it's a whole blend of things that had to be put together. A little bit of humor, a lot of good flow, melody, rhyme scheme. He's good. He's good at rapping.
I wouldn't even consider it rapping, to be honest.
Oh my God.
He's not rapping.
How about that one where he's in the parking garage?
Which one's that?
The little freestyle he does.
I listen to as little Drake as possible.
Well, I don't know if you can properly give an analysis.
I mean, I don't go out trying to listen to Drake, but definitely can't avoid it. So I know what he sounds like. I've listened to all of his albums. I'm just not a huge fan, that's all. But you asked me what voice that I really like.
Yeah, what's one of your favorite voices that when you hear it, just, it hits you a certain way?
Well, it's not rap.
It's fine.
It's LaBianca people.
Is that a group or one single person?
One single person. I'll play you a little bit. You know the song.
What genre is this? Is this African?
If that's a genre.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. I love her voice. I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
But it's so warm.
Hmm.
It's so warm and kind of just like fills the space.
All right. That's fair.
Lil Sims.
That's crazy. I was about to say the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'm a huge fan of her.
Simma, who got the key? Yeah, she got a sick voice.
Yeah, that's a voice that makes me smile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it just sounds like she's having so much fun.
Yeah. Same thing I said with, like, Bronson. It's like, he's not a good lyricist at all. He's just saying nonsense. I mean, it's funny. But,
We gotta talk about what you mean by funny. But anyway, continue.
have you ever listened to Action Bronson?
Not like his lyrics.
He'll say, like, I'm butt naked in the Lamborghini. Just ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
I could have played for the New York Jets. Like, he says stuff like that. It's just, like, funny.
Right.
But yeah, he has like this New York nostalgic voice that just, I don't know, it just sounds good over boom bap and whatever he chooses to rap over, I feel like.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What do you think about Teddy Swims?
Teddy Swims?
Yeah.
Who's that?
You don't know what?
I should know every Teddy.
Am I misspeaking?
No, you're probably right. I don't listen to that many artists.
This has been everywhere.
Something's got a hold on me
Where?
lately. No, I don't
Pop music charts.
Feels like the walls are all closing in, and the devil's knocking at my
Got a rasp.
Yeah.
door. Out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's
do you
taking a
think?
toll on
It's
me.
good.
Trying my
Gives me a
best
little bit of
to
a,
tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know how to
where's this? Well, like TikTok?
No, he's like a pop singer. Song has 857 million views. Listens, I
I
mean.
believe it. Yeah, he almost has a, like, Chris Stapleton stone, I would say.
Yeah,
So he reminds me of Chris Stapleton.
Perfect. Perfect description. Speaking of Chris Stapleton, what do you think about Post Malone going to country music?
You know what I think. I love it.
Why do you... What do you like
He
about
belongs
it?
there. He sounds great doing country music. He has that rasp. He's got a certain... he just sounds good doing country music to me.
Do you think you could do both interchangeably?
Yeah.
And you'd listen to both?
I do.
Hmm.
And I mean, I would say I wasn't a huge fan of him as a hip-hop artist.
Mm.
I like his country stuff a lot. I don't really like country music.
It does seem like he's gone through a little bit of an evolution.
Yeah.
I mean, that album, the most recent pop album, was like kind of dark.
Makes a lot of dark stuff, yeah.
Makes a lot of dark stuff. And I feel like this country is like kind of a breath of fresh air.
Very happy, yeah.
He's very happy. He's having fun.
Mhm.
And is that what fatherhood does to you? Maybe I can speak on that.
Yeah, why are you asking me?
I mean, it's the best thing ever.
Mm.
So maybe he's just having fun. He's just like, you know what?
I think he's also very in love.
Hmm.
I saw an interview with him recently, and he was like, "Yeah, this woman like saved my life," which I don't really like when people talk like that. And maybe I'm misrepresenting what he said, but that was the vibe I got. Like, oh, this girl, she turned my life around. I don't really know.
You don't think a woman can change your life?
I think they can. I don't like the idea of someone. You know, it's like, yeah, I didn't give a fuck about my life, and then I met her. You know, like I don't think someone should have that kind of effect on your life.
Hmm.
You agree or no?
I feel like anyone can take you out of anything.
Anyone can take you out of anything.
Anyone can make you a better person. It is a little dangerous, I think, when seems a little bit of making that person a little bit of an idol, putting them on a pedestal.
Do you question what value you're adding to that person's life if they are, quote unquote, saving you?
If you're in need of saving, I don't think you think about what you're giving them.
I don't think you do. I think that's what I think of it.
Oh, right.
I wonder.
Well, I think you're probably giving them everything they want because they're a nurturing person, so they're feeling They're feeling important because they're doing what they feel like they're good at.
If they're knowingly into that dynamic, yeah.
Yeah. The rescue type, you know?
Yeah.
Sounds like a toxic relationship.
It does.
But hey, can't speak on that, but it just sounds like he's just having the time of his life right now.
He does, and you're not a fan.
Of country?
Country Post.
I'm not a fan of country.
But, like, it's his own thing, man.
Yeah.
When he sings Pickup Man, there's a smile on your face.
I love beat and I love rhythm. And there's some country music that has those two things.
Yeah.
That move me to my core, but there's not a lot. Can you agree?
Yeah. I think you could say that about a lot of music. I think the majority of music is, repetitive and a little surface level as far as what it makes you feel. I would say you could say that about a lot of music.
Right.
People certainly say it about hip-hop music. It's all about, like, sex and just sounding cool. There's not much substance to it.
Right.
But, there's a couple artists that really break through that.
Not Drake, though.
Drake actually does. It's like 09 in your basement. I don't know. Boo-hoo. Sad story. Black American Dad story.
What are we doing here?
I just wanted to give you another little taste. This was a good... Something women like about a pickup man. My first car was a pickup truck. Was cruising in town and the first thing I seen. It's fun. Come on.
Who is it? Who is he with? Avid Brothers? I don't know.
You know who that is?
No.
Morgan Wallen.
He's
He's pretty big.
I know of him.
Yeah, he's really big in country. I don't know what happened. He called somebody the N-word, and then he seemed to get more popular.
Usually what happens.
No, like, I would say among the black community, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Like, right after that, what's his name? I always forget the guy's name. The guy that did the song with J. Cole, All My Life. What's that guy's name?
I forget, but I know it's on.
It starts with a D, I think. Come on. Anyway. Yeah, that guy did a song with him right after that. And then, like, Drake collabed with him. And I'm just like, what is it? Like, why him?
Right.
Seems like he'd be the last person. But, I don't know. I mean, it's probably just money at the end of the day.
I take back what I said about Posty.
Thank you.
I think it sounds happy. It makes me smile.
It sounds better than his hip-hop
It
music.
looks like he's having a blast.
Yes.
And I think that's what matters.
Little Dirk.
Yeah, Lil Durk. That's who it was.
That's the guy who collaborated with Morgan Wallen.
What a collab.
What a sellout.
Yeah. What else we got on our list here?
Bronny James getting cooked. You saw the clips.
I saw the clips.
How do you feel about that? Bronny James, let's call it what it is, statistically does not deserve to be in the NBA. He's in there because his dad wants to play with him. Now, a lot of people are saying, typical LeBron, he's on an ego trip. I want to play with my son. I'm going to get to play with my son. I'm LeBron. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Taking opportunities away from potential other NBA-level talent. What do you make of it?
Man, Well, I think that if I was LeBron and I had the opportunity to play with my son,
Yeah.
I'd probably do everything I can to play with my son.
It's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
But it's also like, I see both sides.
I don't think that the people that Bronny had gone before in like the draft or whatever, taken their place, if you will, I don't think that they are not going to get an opportunity. I think that LeBron knows that his time in the NBA is limited, and he just wants to get 1 year to play with Bronny. And then he's going to move on.
Yeah.
Bronny will go where he needs to go, which is probably the bench.
Yeah, McDonald's.
You know? But, yeah, I mean, I don't really like it. There's no way LeBron wasn't involved in the decision.
Oh, no, 100%.
You know? Which that part's a little dicey for me.
Yeah, I think I see all sides on this one. Because a lot of people that say, oh, you know, someone else more talented could have gotten on in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, there's probably literally thousands of people more talented than Bronny that could have gotten the NBA. So,
Jeez.
I'm serious. Like, he averaged like 4 points a game. Like, there's plenty of college athletes who probably deserve more.
So what is it about Bronny?
Nothing. It's just he's, you know.
I don't think the Lakers picked him up just because LeBron said so.
I do.
There's no way.
They wanted to keep LeBron. He was going to go wherever Bronny went.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I think that's hearsay.
Okay. Well, they're certainly not picking up Bronny for his talent.
How much did he pay him?
He's getting like $7 million, 4 years guaranteed, I think.
Jeez. Well, you don't just throw out that money just to make Bron happy.
Yes, you do. LeBron's worth that if you want to keep him.
They're already paying LeBron how many millions, though?
I think he may have restructured his deal or re-signed or something. Because I think he could have technically gone to another team. Anyway. I'm not crazy about it. But it's cool for LeBron. That's just also very self-serving. Which I guess is what you get to do if you're debatably the GOAT.
Yeah. I guess if you have the opportunity to make those decisions.
Yeah.
It's just family business.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah. But I don't think it's going to end well for Bronny once LeBron leaves.
Oh my God, it's going to be awful.
First
of all, he's not going to get on the floor. If he does, he's going to embarrass himself. Imagine, like, Kyrie and Bronny guarding him. He's getting his ankle broken in Summer League.
He needs... I mean, he's got to break out, though. You know what I mean? Like, Bronny's got...
He will or he needs to?
He needs to.
Yes, he needs to
Like,
get
he
better.
needs to big time.
He needs to be better at basketball.
Like, imagine if you like, your son, you know, you vouch for your son to be on your team.
I think LeBron's watch on the bench like,
yeah, it's not good. You're not good.
This was supposed to be fun.
You vouch for your kid to play on your team, and he absolutely sucks.
Did you see on Twitter, it said, what should Bronny be calling LeBron? And it was like, Pops, 2-3, GOAT. And then someone just put in the comments, pass me the ball, Daddy.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough. I would be nervous if I was LeBron.
I'd feel awful if I were Bronny. He's gonna be getting cooked out there, and people are just gonna be like, "Bro, why are you?" Oh yeah, you're LeBron's son. Okay.
Do you think he wants all of that? Because every time I've seen him, he's just like a very even-keeled guy. So I can't get a read on him on whether or not he's nervous or whether or not he's just very relaxed all the time.
I mean, I'm sure he's aware of the perception, and he's...
Yeah, but do you think he wants all that pressure?
No, I don't think anyone would want all that pressure.
So he's just doing whatever his daddy says?
I think he wants to be in the NBA, and he's praying that it pans out somehow. But...
Stakes couldn't be higher for that kid.
Yeah.
He's in trouble.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's not great. But I don't really watch basketball.
Certainly don't watch for LeBron's son.
Gotta replace this battery one more
All right. Then we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Been going for a while, huh? Time on my hands since you've been away, girl. I ain't got no plans. No, 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 no. Bada boom, boom, bada boom. You replaced it already, just like that?
Yeah. All right. What else we got here?
I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the WNBA? A lot of talk around the WNBA right now, rising popularity.
I love it. I think it's cool.
What do you think's cool about it?
Oh, I think it's cool how one player has seemingly turned the WNBA around.
Oh, so you think Caitlin Clark gets all the credit for the years of work that those other women have done?
I believe so.
I mean,
And
she's the greatest college basketball player ever.
she's really good, which is definitely helpful on her case. But I think that whoever was in charge of promoting and spinning this whole thing on a PR and marketing side did a fantastic job.
Yes.
Because you can't just be a real good basketball player in the WNBA and expect people to talk about you. There just has to be a team or a good group of smart people that know how to really make this a story that people are talking about. And they've really turned around the WNBA.
They have. Because I don't know if you actually have watched the games themselves. It's still a tough watch.
Yeah. But the attendance is like 5x.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Even after she's gone.
Yeah.
Who else do they got?
Angel Reese has been a big draw. But then, like, they showed a breakdown of, like, ticket sales and viewership for, like, Caitlin Clark compared to the other new players. And she's, like, just, it's crazy how much more she's drawing.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really good for the NBA if the WNBA could find more Caitlin Clarks.
Yeah.
But if they can't, then it's just going to go back to where it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree. I don't have that strong an opinion, to be honest with you.
I don't think I'll turn it on.
No.
I don't think I'll turn it on, but I'm here to see them kick ass. I would love to see stadiums full. I would love to see stadiums being built for the WNBA.
Really?
Instead of them just like, borrowing the NBA stadiums.
Hmm.
I think that's definitely possible.
Yes.
But for some reason, WNBA marketing just notoriously sucks.
Well, don't make me say it. It's hard to market a shitty product.
Yeah. But how could you... But then the question is, how do you make the product a little bit more entertaining?
You put men on the court. Like, I'm sorry, man. They're missing layups and stuff. It's like you could find a better game in a middle school gymnasium.
That is very true. There's a lot of stuff that need to happen, I think, in order for the WNBA to, like, do some serious numbers.
Yes.
But it's super cool how one person has kind of revolutionized the whole movement.
I agree.
And of course the dads, the sports dads are like, "Oh no, I've watched my first WNBA game of my entire life." And it's like, they're definitely getting a new fan base, but I don't know if it's enough right now.
No, it's going to take a couple more years and a couple more Caitlin Clarks probably.
You got to have all of them at the same time.
Yes.
I feel like, first of all, where was she? Where has she been? Her whole college career.
She was in Iowa.
And no one cared about her in Iowa? Until she was a senior?
She was very popular.
Why did we just start hearing about her on her way out?
Yeah, that is interesting. I feel like she may have had some popularity junior year. Don't count me in 100% on that. But I guess as she got closer to being the all-time leading scorer in college history, that's what really drew
For men and women's?
No, just for women's.
Which isn't hard, right?
I mean, she's a woman. She's competing against other women.
But the bar is pretty...
I don't know.
The bar has got to be, like, lower.
I'm sure it's substantially lower than the man's leading score, yeah.
Yeah. Can you send this to my PR team before we send this out?
This clip's going to go crazy.
All I'm saying, no one really wants to watch it. No one really wants to watch it. Like, all-time leading score at what? 200 points?
Okay. No, she was putting up numbers. You ever watch her play?
I've watched the highlight reel, but
she can shoot from like almost half court. It's impressive.
Boy, I could shoot from almost half court too, but I'm not
consistently.
Not consistently. I can't.
She looks like Steph Curry out there. Like, she's enjoyable to watch.
Here, 1 second. I'm finding out what the all-time score. Oh, 3,951. Career
what's
points.
the men's? Come on, let's hear it.
Well, it didn't even give me college. Oh, wait.
Men's NCAA leading score.
Yeah, you might be able to find this better. 3,667.
And the women's is what?
31.
So they're about the same.
600 points is a lot of points.
You're talking a lot of shit for 600 points, though.
It's still women's basketball.
All right, we'll let it go.
I think it's a lot of fun. I think the idea of it's interesting.
Conceptually, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why women's sports isn't bigger to begin with.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, shouldn't women support other women? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the NBA is big because guys like basketball.
Right.
So why can't the WNBA be big because women also like basketball?
Because women don't enjoy basketball as much as men do.
Or maybe women don't enjoy women's basketball as much as men's basketball.
I don't think so because, women don't enjoy men's basketball as much as men do. I think men are just more prone to competitive athletics, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I guess that's a good point.
Which is fine.
I just kind of think that, like...
You're right, though. If WNBA is really going to take off, like, women should be the...
Yeah. Like, it should be a women's movement.
Yes.
The only way that the WNBA is going to work is if men get involved.
Right.
Which is just unfortunate.
That's what, like, Bill Burr has a joke about that. Like, if you care so much about women's rights, like, you should be front row. Like,
yeah.
All the feminists should be at WNBA games, but they're not.
Right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Want to move on to our last topic?
Yeah. What's the last topic?
Just a fun one. How old is too old to sleep on the couch? Because I'll tell you, I fell asleep on the couch the other week.
Yeah.
Woke up in, like, a trance-like state. Like, I didn't belong there. I didn't quite know where I was, what time it was. You know? That's how I feel as an adult waking up on the couch.
Wow. Well, I love sleeping on the couch.
So you make it's a regular thing you do.
Yeah, I probably sleep on the couch like 3 times a week.
Oh my god.
3 times a week, probably. And it's usually my best sleep the entire week is when I'm sleeping on the couch.
Why is that?
I think it's like because I get to wake up with the sun. Because when I'm in the living room, there's like no blinds or anything. It's not like dark like my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of wake up with the sun. It's a nice slow arousal.
Arousal.
I think that's how you say that, to rise. You know?
Arising?
Rising. You
I
know?
think arousal's a little different.
Yeah, probably. But yeah.
Do you enjoy sharing a bed?
No.
A lot of people feel this way.
No. I would say that it's not fun. We bought a queen size bed.
Right.
That was not enough. And then we bought a king size bed.
I know.
And it's enough, but it's still not, you know.
A lot of rolling over into your space.
I think I do that more than anything, but I do prefer just to like have my own space.
How are you staying in one spot on that couch?
Well, you kind of have no choice, you know. So I normally, you know, put on an episode of The Bear or something, watch an episode, try to watch 2.
Don't wake up with any back pain or anything.
Fall asleep midway. No back pain. No back pain. Sometimes, you know, my arm falls asleep.
Now, if I wake up on the couch, I wake up with a stiff neck or something like that. You don't find that.
No, I don't. And because I'm normally like sleeping on a pillow, so it's kind of like you're sleeping on a bed. So the answer to how old is too old to sleep on the couch.
Well, yeah, I think we're talking about different scenarios. So you intentionally sleep on the couch.
If I fall asleep on the couch and I make sure to wake up and scoot down so I'm like not on the armrest.
If I'm hearing you correctly, though, you will sleep with like a bedroom pillow.
A bedroom pillow or a living room pillow.
That living room pillow's not going to cut it.
Yeah. But like,
you wake up no neck pain with a living room pillow on the couch.
Correct. No neck pain.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I even fall asleep with my glasses on, and I wake up with my glasses on, because like.
Look at that thing trying to get in.
Yeah, what is it trying to do?
Sees the light.
Oh my goodness.
Popping in here.
Well, so yeah. I mean, that's just my answer.
I don't have glasses, so I can't relate, but I've heard people complain about such things.
Well, glasses prevent you from sleeping on your side almost.
Right.
So like, yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting. But like, how old is too old? I feel like.
I guess there's no age.
No, you can be however old you want to sleep on the couch. And anyone who says that sleeping on the couch is some type of punishment,
Right.
They're crazy.
Sounds like a gift to you.
Yeah, because anywhere where they are not, I'm sleeping great.
I guess I kind of correlate it with an idea of immaturity sleeping on the couch. It's like, just get up to bed. But if you're doing it intentionally, whole different ballgame.
So you feel kind of like immature waking up on the couch.
I feel like I need to get it together a little bit, yeah.
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 I mean, I don't think you need to feel that way about yourself when you sleep on the couch.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm right to think that.
I mean, if you sleep on the couch, you're still worth something.
If I'm sleeping on the couch, I'm probably sleeping in a little bit. I'm probably, let's just face it, not brushing my teeth properly. Who knows what my hygiene's like for the 24-hour period.
Yeah, but the coolest part about falling asleep on the couch is like, you kind of just like, you're laying where your body was able to get you for the day, you know?
Yeah, I want to be able to take myself further. I want to have the discipline to do that. And discipline is freedom.
Yes, that's so right.